I guess it's not displayed. I don't know why it's not working. It should just be a nicely formatted table, but that's, yeah, I don't know why that's happening. So that's jail note. Super simple script that I literally wrote in like 2 days, not even. So let's get into working on this because I do have a couple things I want to work on regarding this. Oh yeah, also, sorry. One more thing to show regarding jail note. Oh my god. So this is Obsidian. It's a web-based noting app. As in, it's built on Electron, I'm pretty sure. So it's essentially a mini web browser built with web technologies. So using JLNote, you can do some pretty cool stuff. Like if you output HTML, it gets rendered directly in your file, in your note. It actually does not until I make a quick change. And then at that point, it will actually work. So when you run this code, it produces a HTML table, and as you see, it gets nicely rendered in the file itself. Because, like I said, the file Obsidian is essentially a web browser. You're able to write arbitrary HTML, and it gets rendered. Okay, so what do I want to actually work on? Okay, so first thing I want to do is, as you just saw, um, I'm able to print out HTML, but I need to change this line of code. Essentially, I don't insert the code output into like a formatted markdown code block. So instead, I want to just create, I mean, think about how I'd like to do this. Because it actually won't be as trivial as I thought it would be. Okay, so essentially, I'm going to change this to implement code block properties. So in my code, I already have, where is it? So I'm modeling each code chunk from the markdown file with this struct. I already have a field for properties, but I'm not even using it yet. I just added it for future stuff. I guess I'll implement that now then. So let's get started working on this. Okay, so how do we want to implement properties? I can probably add like a flag here that's like, I don't even know. Do, and then let's add like an HTML here. So it'll look, actually no, it should be like something a little more, sure. So basically I want to have some metadata in each code block that changes the output or changes the way that the code is run or anything like that. So this code specifically, I want it as bare HTML, like in this format here. Normally, if you run JLNote, I made it so that it instead formats the output in a code block. So if I run this again, it's not going to work. I broke everything. Look at that. I think the property thing just like broke everything. So yeah, as you can see, the actual markdown itself, like the output itself, is in a code block, so you get nicely formatted, like output in the node itself. Monospaced font, all that. But obviously for HTML, you don't want that because it's not being rendered automatically by Obsidian if it's just inside a code block. So I want to add like some metadata to ensure that it actually I could just do raw instead of putting it in a code block. I think that'll work better. Okay, let's implement properties on. Okay, so I can probably refactor this function here. Essentially, this function takes in the file contents. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I looked at this. Yeah, so okay, so it takes the input file, which is a struct that contains like the file path and all the contents, and each content itself is split into chunks of struct input chunk, and then it has a content field, which is the content itself, and also an is code boolean. So that just denotes whether or not it's a code block. So what insert code chunk does, this is after the code is actually run. So in here, in this function, get IO captures, each code block is actually parsed, and then the code is evaluated. The input output is captured, and then it is stored in the code chunk struct, a vector of code chunk structs. So what this function does, it stitches together the output of the code and the original file contents. So we can probably have a general insert code chunks function, and then depending on the code properties, I can change the output format. I'll probably do something like that. Now first I need to figure out why when I had this flag here, it just caused no output whatsoever. Like, I'm wondering what this flag actually does. Don't worry about that. Well, there's some music playing, but I swear, like, I was trying to get music playing, but it wasn't working for my waiting screen. Yeah, I don't see anything in the desktop audio fucking thing. Anyways, that's fine. Or I can, properties. Nope. Whatever, I'll figure that out later. So I'm gonna do term results. So the output no longer gets read to the no longer gets outputted to the original file. It just gets outputted into the terminal. So I'll actually just like replace all this. So go back. Okay. So now we're back there. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the output of the terminal instead. Yeah, in the terminal, the data frame when I add the pipe to the print function, it's formatted the right way. You know, this is how it should be formatted, but I don't know why it's so screwed up. It might be the font that I'm using in Obsidian, now that I think about it. Monospace font. I'm gonna use that. Give me one sec. I wanna see if that fixes that. If it was actually the font. If it was a font, it's gonna be very. We'll see. No, this. Anyways, that's a mystery for another time. That seems like an obsidian problem. I'm not going to deal with it right now. Okay. So we need, right, we need to figure out what's going on when I add a flag. What does my code do? Because I never actually implemented properties. Okay, so it's getting an error. Julia errors are horrible. I know Julia 1.10 is supposed to get better error messages, but I'm not on 1.10. There's a beta version, but I'm not on the beta version, so instead I get this fucking just like garbage. Anyways, okay, so it looks like I'm gonna be adding this. I'm trying to figure out why. Okay. So let's do some. So I just want to see. Yeah, sure. So I want to see like what is actually being, my code is actually doing to the code chunks, how it's being parsed. Oh, right, that makes sense. Doesn't make, no, it doesn't make sense. And this doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, file chunks. So what I'm looking, yeah, so I'm looking at the capture from get code chunks. Yeah, okay. This, oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to make it a little bigger. Okay, so to actually add the properties, it needs to be done in this get code chunks file. So this essentially strips all the, it strips like the code block fences from the code blocks themselves, and then it just gets the code itself. Yeah. Filter. Right, so it actually gets all the text, all the chunks from the file contents, and then just gets the code chunks themselves. Okay. So we're going to do this very naively. Obviously, properties implies it's going to be multiple properties. But I'm going to assume there's only one. So I'm going to just check to see if the properties flag exists before the first new line character. And then it'll just read in the actual thing. So for that, let's use some regular expressions. So at work, I've been writing Perl And honestly, having regular expressions integrated so like tightly with the core language itself and the way that Perl does, it is quite useful. But this is not Perl, this is Julia, so I need to probably. I forgot. I don't remember how to do regex in Julia. Okay. I mean, Julia, it's also pretty nice because it's also, yeah, so it has like a. So you can define regular expressions like that. You put an R in front of a string, and then that creates a regular expression. Okay, so what do we want? We need to match this flag here. The beginning of the line. I'm going to assume there's a space there. I think it's something like that. I also need to make a capture group. I forgot how to make a capture group. Regex capture group. So on screen, I'm doing some Googling. Regexer. So I really like this website, Regexer. You can write your regular expressions and then have it actually ran and tested live, which is really nice. So what do we need? So at the beginning, we are matching on. Right. It needs to escape it. Well, first we want to check. Something like that. What's the wildcard thing? Oh my god. No, that's not right. Essentially, I just want to check if this pattern exists. This symbol, a space followed by letters, and then a new line character. I just want to make sure this exists first. And then if that exists, that obviously means there's properties. So then we'll actually capture the properties. I'm not going to pretend I'm a good programmer on these streams, because I really am not. I'm going to be doing a lot of learning as I do this. Actually, I will put a space there. Because it makes it easier. I'm not going to put a space there. Screw it. Like, no. Yeah, character set matches. Any. Match one or more. Not sure why this isn't matching then, because. Oh, I'm stupid. This isn't at the end of the line. Right. So actually I can do the capture directly. Now, how do I do a capture group? I just want to capture the words. I don't want to capture whatever this is. So do, wait, like that? Yes, that is how you do it. Alright, we got a regular expression. So, that should be able to capture the property. Regex again. Regular expressions. Capture. To do. Match. So let's grab that. Slap that in there. Properties captures is equal to match regular expression, and then place. All right, it needs. Okay. So it is being read as a vector. Yeah, so it's a vector is string, so it needs to do it for chunk in filter. Whoa. I cannot. Okay. I cannot type. Okay, so this should get the properties. Now, if a property exists, then we also need to filter it out from the original string itself. So as we saw, it causes problems in my code if it's included. So we just need to get rid of this entire thing there. So there's probably is. Hold on. Is there like a. Is there a way to get rid substitutions? Just want to find out strip. Julia. Actually, it's strip. Remove leading and trailing characters on string here, specified by characters or those for which. Hold on. Okay, so if I understand this correctly, let me grab this string here. Tester is equal to that. If I do tester, just do like that, and it should just get rid of that exact thing. No. All right, it needs to be right. Characters. Remove leading characters from the even specified. Wait, L strip, app strip. No. Hold on, we know this could be so stupid. Hold on. We know the length of the thing, so let me just do like test stir from this is so scuffed. I tell the stream correctly, writing scuffed Julia code, and this is oh Jesus Christ. Almost. There we go. Alright, there we go. So we can just do that. I don't even need to do any fancy functions. I can just... Oh my god. It works, so I just want to get this working, and I'll make it pretty and work and optimize, and maybe I'll think about doing that at another point. Right now I just want this to work. Okay. Okay, so match. Right. The match just returns a capture. Yeah, so it only returns a it returns this match object. What we actually want are the captures. Okay, so we probably need to, oh boy. Okay, hold on, let me write a function to do this. Function extract match. Extract properties match. So I'm taking a chunk, which is a string. And then I'm just going to output a string. So match. Let's do chunk match. It's equal to that. So I'm going to assume that if there are no matches, the length of the captures vector is going to be 0. So yeah, so I'm just going to do that. So I'm just going to check the length. So if length of the captures is greater than 1, what am I doing? Return chunk match.captures at 1, else just return an empty string. Okay, so we got that. Let's make sure this works first. Oh boy. Extract properties match input chunk. Oh, right, it's not a string, it's an input chunk. Well, let's do that. Type nothing has no field. Okay. So instead, it just returns as a nothing. Yada yada, blah blah blah. Okay, anyways. So if chunk match is not equal to nothing, so if is not nothing chunk match, then extract the capture. Okay, whoa, wait. Okay, so it works now, but for whatever reason, it's not matching. All right, because I assume there's no space. Wait, what happens if I do just include a space? And this doesn't work. Am I tripping, or is it just like it just stopped working? Okay, there. Include a space is not going to work, but well, what? Bro. Okay, I'm just gonna make this easier for myself, and I'm just gonna get rid of that space. And just assume there's not gonna be spaces. It still doesn't work. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Now let's try this out. Yeah, okay, great. So it doesn't match for whatever reason. Ah. Back to regex blah blah blah. Regexer. Regexer. Okay, that makes yeah, that's better. Anyways. Let's copy this back and then let's figure out what's going on here. This isn't matching. Yeah, so at the beginning, no. Am I tripping? Why is this not working anymore? There's a fruit fly on my fucking monitor. Anyways. I have a plant in my apartment. That fucker is infested with fruit flies. I don't know why. Earlier today, I spent like 15 minutes just like shaking the pot and like blowing on the leaves to like rile up the fruit flies, and then just trying to smack the hell out of them with a tissue box for like 15 minutes straight. Anyways, let's get back to figuring out why the hell it's not working. No. I'm not crazy, right? Like, it was working like a bit ago. Okay. Yeah, we need to remove that. And then create a capture group. Non-capturing group. Positive look ahead. No. Negative. No. Do I need to include all that in the capture group itself? Like, capture group or groups, multiple triggers together, creates a capture group for blah blah blah. Well, it's matching again now. So wait, how's the actual capture groups will work? I'm hoping potentially that. this will just... No, of course not. Bro, I started a stream. I was thinking I was gonna chill and do some like easy stuff. But here I am, I'm getting screwed over by regex. What was on my agenda? What was I even planning to do? I was planning to... Alright. I put my code block properties. Well, I added that afterwards. Figure out printing raw outputs that are formatted. So that's why I showed earlier, getting like the raw output instead of a nicely formatted data frame table. Like that's a little more tricky because like... Anyway, bro. Anyways. This project got to the point where now if I want to do like more with it, like it is definitely more complicated. It's like building all this out, like it really wasn't too hard. But honestly now, just for more features and better kind of functionality, like it needs more effort. Okay, so I'm confused. Group number 1 raw. Okay, so it is getting the correct capture, but for whatever reason, it's not actually matching in Julia. And look at test. Yes, so right, it's just that. That's the test string. Can I make this bigger? Yeah. Okay, so again, that's a test string. That's literally the exact same string I have in regexer right now. Regexer. Oh my god. Actually struggling over here. It's literally the same string, so I'm not sure why it's matching on regexer, but it's not. Oh! Because there's because I did not get rid of the space. Right. Anyways. Oh my god. Don't worry about that. I meant it when I said like I'm not a good programmer. Like it's still not working. It's always still not working. Oh my god. Nope, that's not what I want. I specifically copied that. It's not even an error or anything. It just it just gives nothing. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to debug this? Because literally it works on one thing, but it doesn't work in Julia. It works outside Julia, it doesn't work inside Julia. You know what? Is there some scuffed special? No, there isn't. Like, hold on. Do I need this? No, I do not. Yeah, I just need like the thing here. 0 more. Yeah, I want. Oh, want that. Yeah, there you go. Match 1 or more things. Okay, let's try that. Let's try this. And it doesn't work. What if I get rid of that? Oh, there we go. I just need to get rid of the extra backslash. That makes so much sense. It doesn't at all. Like, I don't... Anyways, okay, well, that's figured out, at least. So that is our final regular expression. I should learn regular expressions because they are incredibly powerful, but holy shit. They are confusing at first. It is just alchemy. It's witchcraft. Like, what did I copy? Okay, so we have our regular expression. Now, I have it on good authority that it will work now. Yeah, of course. Okay, anyways. Let me make this a little bigger. Why is it not working? Okay, so I got rid of space. That's all good. Wait, what's the output? Now look at the output of dot captures. Yeah, it's just a vector. Yeah, chunk match dot captures 1. Okay, let's just print the match itself to see if it exists. No, it is nothing. Which does not make sense. Okay, let's print chunk and chunk match and see what I get out of it. Oh, right. 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 At this point in the code, the code fences don't get parsed out. Which is why the match isn't working, because the match is looking for at the beginning of the string. But what is actually happening is we have this. We don't have that. Can I instead then just do that? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll just you can only just get rid of that. Get rid of that one character, and then it'll just magically work. I have it on good authority. It will magically work. See? I told you. I told everyone. All one person here. Which is probably just me. Okay. See, there you go. I told you. Regex is magic. I changed one character and it literally just started working. Like magic. Anyways, so we got that. That's good. So we're actually able to extract a property now. Obviously, I need to reformat this, so once multiple properties, gets... what am I trying to say? Once I implement multiple properties, I'll refactor the code so it actually, is able to parse those multiple properties. Okay, so now we need to do for chunk. So I need to enumerate. Enumerate the filtered vector. And now properties captures at I. Run that again. I get an error, of course. Invalid index. Oh, I chunk. Got my order mixed up. Perfect. There you go. So now we have the property properly parsed out of the string. Oh yeah. Also, oh right. I need to actually get rid of the. Right. I need to implement the scuffed fucking code. Hold on. Okay. Oh god. I hate this so much. Oh, what am I doing? Do that instead. Whoa, what? Okay, there you go. Trying to make this more readable, but I swear I'm just making it worse. It's a long ass line. Okay, anyways. Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. Okay. Oh wait, I need to go back. I need to. What did I do again? Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh no, but with the regex capture, we only get the property itself. We don't get the full like property like flag in the new line. I can do. Oh, I'm gonna do this so stupidly. I'm gonna do. Oh, what the? Get out of here. So we're gonna get do the length of the property capture. Okay, so I need a +1. And then another 3 for the pound plus and the new line character. So length +4 to end. I swear to God, if this works. Oh no, but no. This is gonna get rid of it if oh my god. This is actually so stupid. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make another intermediary vector. So essentially I'm gonna just take this. I'll just do like parsed code, parsed chunks. It's equal to that for a chunk and filtered. Oh my god. I'm gonna do this, and then I can just iterate through the. Yeah, I can just do like for a chunk and parsed chunks. Oh, hold on. For I chunk and enumerate. Wait, isn't there a zip zip function in? Whoa, that's the wrong browser. Is there a zip function in Julia? I think there is. Zip would be better. Zip. Yes, there is. Okay, anyways, for prop chunk in zip properties captures. Right, this needs to be in a tuple. Okay. Okay, so if prop is not an empty string, chunk is equal, don't worry about that, chunk is equal to, and this is where the scuffed part comes in. Here we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful code right there. Length of the prop. Perfect. Then we just do return code chunks. Code chunk. What did I just say? We just do like the vectorized function notation. And return that, and that should just work. Oh, that is one thing. Hopefully. Cannot. Right. That won't work. I just need to make it a little uglier. I'll just do this again. Hold on. Zip. What do I just need to do this? I just need to wrap the I need to wrap the prop in a vector because code chunk, the properties field is a vector of strings. So right now, this is just a vector of strings, but when you do the when you vectorize a function, it'll just return the string itself, but it has to be a vector of strings. So we'll just do that. Chunk for prop chunk in there. And hopefully that works. Yes, it does. Look at that. Okay. Oh no, it still does it. Oh, hold on. What? Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. It's probably because it's just making. Oh, yeah. So it's not modifying the existing thing. It's actually just. Yeah, so when I do this, it's not actually modifying the chunk in the vector itself. It's just modifying the variable that gets generated as a result of that iterator. Okay, so instead we'll just do parsed. Oop. Hello? Parse chunks at I is equal to. I'm very surprised that LSP is not picking this up because this variable does not. What? Yeah, this chunk variable does not exist in this scope. So why is it not? Yeah, okay. Yeah, my two big gripes of Julia is yeah, error. As I mentioned earlier, error messages are ass currently, but obviously they're going to be fixed very soon. And also just the developer experience is kind of lacking sometimes. Like this will error, I'm pretty sure. Like watch this. Like this will cause an error. Yeah, see, chunk is not defined. But it's not picked up by the Julia language, like the LSP or whatever. So. Rust, on the other hand, like that shit will be screaming at you if I try to do this in Rust. Yeah, anyways, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to do that. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what's happening here. Oh, the scuffed code works. Look at that. So it gets rid of the property. The first line, it gets rid of the property, gets rid of that new line character, and everything else it leaves the same. Would you look at that? Alright, we're done with the get code chunks function. Okay, so now let's pipe this to get IO captures. And let's just make sure that the code is actually evaluated without any errors. Okay, it does seem to be, which is very good. Yeah, look at this. What is like all this? I don't even know. Anyways. Okay, regardless. So we're now parsing out the properties and we're actually, yeah, we're parsing out the properties in the code itself. And we now collect the properties. So now we can do some stuff based on the properties. So this function right here, I just wrote it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Work is fucking me up. I'm honestly working on a MacBook right now, but I work out of a Windows computer, and I'm just trying to control everything instead of Command C. So we keep getting errors. Anyways, ah, oh yeah. What am I? I just associated for a sec, thinking about fucking Windows. Anyways, so I only added this function so I can print out the raw HTML in the demo that I showed earlier. I'm gonna get rid of that because that's no longer needed because I'm getting rid of the raw results thing here. I can just do, look at this. I can just do actually, well, what? Wait, how do you, did I forget how to do else if and Julia? What's the syntax? Dude, Perl is fucking me up. And Perl else if is one word, but you remove the second E from else. Julia, what? What am I searching? Is it one word? Is it a single word? Or is it two separate? Okay, it's a single word. Okay. Jesus God. Wait, no, what am I doing here? Parsing error? Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's get some more indents in here. That's good quality code. Just have as many indents as you can. Okay, so if code chunks profile, if chunk is code, code chunks. All right, so IO captures itself is its yeah. Okay, so I think we need to get we need to okay, I'm gonna change this. This should actually be captures. No, this should be IO captures, which is a vector. The is this library IOCapture.jl right here. This is like the only dependency. This is just for printing stuff to terminal. It doesn't have a good. So this IO capture object here, like it just returns like a really weird output type. It's the best way I can describe it. So that's why I have it as a vector. I'd rather type annotate it with like a proper kind of data type, but it just like it's just a mess. I can probably print out the data type. Hold on, I'll print out the data type so you can see it. Type of I'll actually do that. I'll just move. I'll just move this down here, and I'll hold on. I'll get rid of this for now, just so you can see like what the type is of this output. Like it's just ridiculous. Value type of yeah. Look at this. Like it's what, actually what even is this? I don't know. Anyways, I was trying to stop. I was trying. Oh my god, I have a meltdown of these little beeps. Okay, anyways, I was trying to implement like a concrete like type for the IO captures vector, but like it's just like a weird mess. Anyways, get back to what we were doing. Actually, no. Hold on. For chunk and code chunks, push IO captures. I just defined another. Oh my god, I have so many structs. Literally struct, and we'll do capture chunk. This is so stupid. It's gonna be pretty much the exact same thing. So right now, so these code chunks that we're getting from the get code chunks function, they're being passed into get IO captures, but the properties themselves are not being passed on anywhere else. So we need to pass the properties on onwards to this resulting. So this function actually takes in each individual code chunk, evaluates it, and captures the IO from the evaluated code here. So this is what this chunk is doing here. And it's evaluating the code itself and then capturing whatever IO happened, whatever magic happened under the hood, whatever results were printed, whatever things went to standard out. So it captures that, and then you can reuse it in other parts of your code. But it doesn't actually use properties anywhere. It doesn't pass on, like the code chunks are just read into here and then they're pretty much discarded. Like, and the properties themselves are also discarded, which was fine earlier because I wasn't using properties. But now that I want to use properties, I need to actually pass the properties on. It's probably not a good practice to do it this way. Like getting the properties here and then just passing them on without using them at all. They're just essentially copying them over. It's probably pretty bad practice to do that. But I mean, like the stream is called writing Scuffed Julia code, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, well, let's write some Scuffed Julia code. Yeah, so so IO captures. So I want it to be a vector of capture chunks. Push IO captures, and we'll do. Yeah, it's gonna be just simple. Just do capture chunk at IO capture, and then I just need to include chunk.properties. And then now I can actually have a nice like type definition here. Somewhat nice type definition. So I'll actually just rename this back to code chunks, so I don't need to rewrite too much code. Okay. For chunk and input file, the file Okay. So first, let's add this if statement to check whether or not there's any properties. Well, how do I want to do this? What would properties do? Properties, I need to think about like the actual functionality of properties. Like what would they actually, how would they affect like the output and stuff? Okay, let's talk about. I'll first talk about like what's actually happening in the here. So in JL Note, you're able to. Oh God, hold on. Let me go back to a not weird font in Obsidian. So in JL Note, it's smart. Well, I want to say smart is a. Actually, no. This all gets done in the IO captures library, but it's able to tell whether or not it's output versus something written, some value written to standard out, as you can see. Because it passed this data frame into the print statement, into this print function, it writes the data frame like display value to standard out. And I explicitly state that this is as a result from standard out. Here, I don't write anything to standard out, but in Julia, if you don't add a semicolon to your code, it just returns that value. It returns the result of whatever expression if you don't add a semicolon at the end of it. So because I didn't add a semicolon at the end of this expression, this gets parsed as output because it's not being written to standard out. It's just the return value of the last expression in this code chunk. So that's what's happening right now. Now, let's go back to the table, the HTML table, and see, let's remind myself what exactly I did here. Okay, so this, right, so this gets returned as a string. So this is, so I guess, yeah, how do I handle display? No, how do I handle like output versus standard out when I want to print only raw? Like the raw, like what do I print? I guess at this point, uh, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, code for this to actually make this work because I added this struct, the capture chunk struct. I need to actually add the structure. What am I typing? Capture. I need to get this field right here. Capture chunk. It's not a string. Also, this is literally not a string. It's. I was only talking about how this IO capture result this thing is like a weird data type. It is absolutely not a string. Anyways. Yeah, Okay, let's just test this to make sure it actually works. So. Oh my god, I'm tired. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just gonna run the term results, and I'm gonna get rid of the table because it's gonna just jam up my terminal. Okay, hello. There we go. Let's see if it still works. Capture chunk has no field output. Of course, it does not. Right. Oh god, look at this stuff, bro. Capture.capture.output. So I forgot because in the term results, I also. All right, in the term results, this doesn't get run, right? So I'm running the term results function, which just prints the output to the terminal, but it doesn't actually like write the output to the file, which is what that function was doing. Okay, so we are good because it looks like, yeah. So modifications I've made thus far have not completely borked up my code. What did I just do? Anyways, I don't know what I just did there. So it looks like the code is... What the? What's happening? I just saw a weird light. Anyways, actually losing it, writing Scuffed Julia code. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to think? Oh yeah, I'm just saying I'm happy that changes thus far have not really messed up the functionality of this too much yet. So, that's good. I'm trying to think how to actually implement. So I'm thinking I should have functions that I should have separate functions for standard out and output printing. And it'll just handle the case where it'll handle cases where properties are actually passed, and then it'll determine the correct output to provide. So actually, I'll do that. Function format standard out. How about that? And we'll just pass in a code chunk. Code chunks, which is of type capture chunk. Which is very confusing because I have a struct for code chunks. Oh my god. Okay, okay, capture chunk. Let's not not make the Julia code too scuffed. How about that? Okay, so taking in a capture chunk. So for now, I'm just gonna do it for actually format output. Because let's add back that HTML table. For this HTML table, for now, it's also, hold on, I need to grab this raw flag and just put it here. Okay, so for now, I'm only gonna implement the function for formatting the output because, oh my god, hello, gesture work please, thank you. Okay, so here, because we're only returning the last value, and it returns as the correct HTML. We're not printing it to standard out. So just for now, just to get this working as fast as possible, I'm just going to implement format output. Okay, so it shouldn't even be that hard to do. I just realized why do I do concatenation here but assignment here? Anyways. Oh no, I guess because actually that's a mystery for another time. Let's get this working first. So instead we're going to do this. We're going to do code output is equal to format output code chunks at code counter. So this code counter just it just increments every time a code chunk is added. Because it can't go chunk by chunk in the input file struct. Because there's more chunks in total. Because it includes code chunks, but plus also all like the random text chunks as well that's in the file, not just code chunks. That's why I need to have this counter. Anyways. Excuse me. We've already been streaming for hour and a half, so I think after 2 hours I'm going to call it a night. So I am getting tired. But I will post this on YouTube because I want, yeah, that was like, I didn't want to record. I don't know, it just feels weird recording. I'd rather just stream and then post the VOD on YouTube. Thinking, what else? Are they trying to say anything else? I don't think so. Anyways, so I just need to take this and put it in. Whoa, whoa, hold on. Oh yeah, put that in here. So we're gonna have an if something else, and the else will just be why is it? What did I do here? What the? Anyways, hold on. Let me yeah. Wait, no, I need. Oh, right. Capture cochon dot capture dot value. Right, that is what I need. Okay, so if capture chunk dot properties is there a I'm gonna do it scuffed code moment. There we go. This is so bad. This is so bad. Do I need it? Hold on. Can I just... What is the output of this? I think it is just a... Shouldn't... I assume it's a string. Right? I'm going to assume it's a string. Okay, let's actually run this for real now. Run note. See if it works. It probably won't. Yeah, capture chunk has no field output. Yes. It does in fact not have a field called output, but it does have a field called capture, which has a field called output. Anyways, now it should work. Fingers crossed. What? Oh, it worked. Look at that. Alright, yeah, sick. So that's exactly what I wanted. So I added the raw flag here. It correctly parses out that flag, actually evaluates the code, and based on the flag, based on the property, it just outputs the raw HTML without any code fences. Whereas here, as you can see, there are code fences here. They have like the nice formatting. I say nice formatting, but literally, wait, no, just no. So that works. I don't know why it started doing this. Like, I really don't. I think, okay. Yeah, this used to work. If you go on my, hold on. I have the receipts. I have documentation. I have evidence that this worked. I swear to God. That's my Twitter. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this was. Oh, don't. You may have seen some interesting stuff. Don't worry about it. Okay, hold on. Is this showing up on my stream? It is not, actually. Wait, no, it was. I'm going crazy. Oh my God. It is showing up. Anyways. Oh, it's so low res. Anyways. Okay, look at this shit. I run the code. Look, you can't see it. I don't know why the video quality is so bad. Okay, it's better now. Look, so this is my first tweet about this. As you can see here, using data frames, I'm just returning the value of the data frame. And I run it, and look at that. What's this? Huh? What is that? Is that a nicely formatted table I see? Yeah, so like, what is this? Why does it just not work anymore? And when I just send it to standard out, I just get a mess. Like, it worked. It worked perfectly. It worked literally just fine. And now it doesn't work. Well, oh, data frames under the hood uses pretty tables to format the table. So I probably can just output it as an HTML. Or output it as HTML. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Let me cook. So let's just add the raw. Wait, hold on. What if I just add? No, adding the raw file will not work. It will 100% not work. Hello, please. Okay. Julia data frames pretty table question mark. I was what? I did formatting data frames. Yeah. So I was watching the presentation at JuliaCon about pretty tables. And yeah, the dude mentioned that data frames uses. Actually, no way. I can. Yeah, hold on. I can just I can just pass it directly into pretty table. It looks like. Let me try that. I need to. Import it here. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. Like coding wise, like actual stuff, doing stuff, because I've been streaming for a bit now, and I pretty much got done. I made some progress. I'm happy with the progress I made somewhat, just a bit. This progress is scuffed. Like it's not very well, but it works. So I'll worry about making it nicer, more robust later. All that's important right now to me is that it works. Okay. So let's yeah. So we can right. So we just pass df into here. Do the same thing. Backend string df backend is equal to that. Well, actually, I think this is not a problem. We'll see. We'll see if this happens, but I think there's a problem with adding semicolons with jail note in the middle of functions, but we shall see. Oh no, it actually works. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, so it does work, as you can see. Okay. Let's try instead just do normal strings, like just normal text and see what gets outputted. Yeah, that's not right. That is not right. Well, I mean, actually, when I go into edit, when I go into what's the word? When I go to preview mode on Obsidian, preview mode on Obsidian doesn't look too bad, actually. Okay, so it does work. I can do that. That's annoying because I like the output. I like how data frames look, but yeah, I just don't know why it's not working. It literally just stopped working. And I have the proof that it worked without any random extra. Yeah, anyways, you get my point. Okay, anyways, so we did this. Implement code block properties. Figure out printing raw output, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Done. Did I really expect to do this as well? As you can see, I'm also using logseq a lot now, so I definitely want to get JLNote working with logseq, whatever you want to call it. I was way too optimistic because, like, almost 2 hours in, this is all I did so far. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for my first regular just stream. I'm gonna call it a night because I got some stuff done. Maybe we can tackle this next time, and then maybe make JLNote a little less scuffed because it is not written well at all. Like especially this, I both hate this and love this so much. It is, oh my god, it is horrible. But it should work for literally any um like it should still work though. That's the thing. Like, hold on. Hello, please work. Thank you. Like I could just add some random garbage here, and it should just work. Yeah, as you can see. Don't worry about that. Like, don't worry about the duplicating of stuff. That's not important. What is important is that it still works even though I add some random ass property. Just like don't look at that though. That's a problem for another time. And also, I don't know why. If you look, that's no. This is an Obsidian problem though. I don't know when I hover over a output block, it just like expands. It just like bounces around for whatever reason. Like that's also another. That's an Obsidian problem. That's not my problem. Um, yeah, I think that's about it then. Uh, well, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. It's definitely a scuff video, but I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle trying to write basic code. I'll be back at another point, and I'll be. What will I be doing? I might be working on JL again. I might be doing stuff, some aerospace engineering stuff. I have links and stuff. I have a link to my blog. Let me just pull it up here. Well, I have a link to my blog post. First off, it's my blog post about the first version of JL. So here's all the source code. Obviously, this is out of date now for the additions I made right now today. So yeah, it's here though if you really want to read it. So yeah, blog Star Coffee. Just search. It's the URL right there. You'll probably find it if you look hard enough. Anyways, I read about a lot of random, not random, but I read about spacecraft, aerospace engineering, GNC, guidance, navigation, and control, that sort of thing. So, if people are interested, I'll definitely make live streams working on stuff like this. I'm highlighting random ass code like this is, but like stuff like implementing Kalman filters, which is what this blog post is about. Implementing a linear Kalman filter in Julia. Look at that. Wait, let's look at the example. Wow, look at that. Look at that graph. What a beautiful graph. Look at that Kalman. Look at those covariances. Or just variance. It's technically still covariances, whatever. Wait, no. Values are from the covariance matrix, but the values themselves, I believe, are just just the variances, not covariances. So I was correct with this label. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. Anyways, so if people are interested, I'll definitely work on aerospace related projects as well, not just writing like really scuffed, literate programming scripts or programs. So yeah. So on my blog, if you're interested, I have a lot of stuff about spacecraft, aerospace engineering, yada yada. Let's take a look at some orbital dynamics. Whoa, J2 perturbations, coordinate frames, coordinate frame transforms, uh, calculating geodetic coordinates. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff here. Calculating orbit ground checks. Yeah, well, if you're into this kind of stuff, I hope it's interesting. But yeah, so if people are interested, I'll definitely talk about this stuff as well, and live stream this stuff as well. Here's some control system stuff, modeling pulse modulated spacecraft attitude control thrusters, or just spacecraft thrusters in general with pulse width modulation controllers. Very interesting, very interesting stuff to me at least, potentially to you. Anyways, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in. If anyone tuned in, I know no one is watching live, but if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching. Check out my Twitch. I'll be trying to stream more on this kind of stuff. I'm planning on getting a gaming rig at some point, so I'll definitely be streaming some games once I can afford to build a cheap gaming PC. And then yeah, all right. Well, that's it. Thanks.